Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, the bearish textbook setup that I highlighted yesterday has worked out nicely so far. Remember what we talked about? We said, look, we had a wave 1 to the downside, a wave 2 to the upside, and as long as this wave 2 high at around 1662 isn't broken to the upside, this is an absolute textbook bearish setup. Because we also had on the larger degree a 1-2 setup, and then the smaller degree 1-2 setup confirming downside continuation. Now, again, it's not really following through to the downside in a very aggressive way, not ideally. Yeah, it looks very choppy. However, again, anybody who used this setup would now be in profit, and you can just move your stop loss into break even or something, right? So anyway, my best view of this microstructure, and I did add that later today, is that this move to the downside is unchanged, but I've just changed a few things here. Well, I've basically just added the microstructure. Before that, until earlier today, I had the 1-2 setup here, but what happened afterwards was a bit unclear. With the latest price action, it makes sense to understand this as a leading diagonal in the wave 1. And we could now see a small wave 2 pullback. That can be weak, but resistance now for this microstructure here, just this bit, is 1657. So a sustained break above that level will probably lead to a retest of $1,700 and the reset of circle wave 2, but it wouldn't change much. But nevertheless, this micro setup here, or the microstructure, is valid as long as the price stays below 1669 and is likely as long as the price stays below 1657. Based on that, there is at least a chance to now see a bit of a wave 2 correction to the upside here into this small resistance region. 1639 is going to be significant resistance, then 1646 and 1657. And from here, somewhere, or maybe even earlier, we should break down in a third wave, then a fourth wave, and a fifth wave of circle wave 3, and so on, yeah. We would get further confirmation that a more direct pathway to the downside is being followed if the price breaks below 16, what is the price here? Today's low, 1607. Yeah, a price break below 1607 would confirm more direct continuation to the downside, which is what I would like to see. Ethereum is following this bearish setup better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still very much hovering sideways. I mean, also ETH isn't really convincing, doesn't really show a major motivation here to break to the downside, but it's certainly adhering to it much better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin, yeah, it just hasn't done much. It's just moving sideways in a consolidation pattern, in a holding pattern. So yeah, these are the levels that we now need to be watching. Not much more to add. It has been a quiet day despite the interest rate decision. So yeah, that's sort of my latest view. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.